Okay, look, I know this is really old, and I did see this a long time ago, but I just never really found a place to talk about it. Let's take a look at Vanessa Jang's tweet. She's actually been on the channel a little bit. She was the one who made that whole article about the Wahlgren twins. You know, the NHL Network knows nothing about the Canucks when Ben Hutton is suggested as the next captain, and they play it off like it's nothing. Ted Rishk, whatever, I don't know. He made this thing on Facebook, apparently. At least, that's what I'm gathering from this screenshot right here. I believe that these opinions do come from him. Published, of course, by NHL Network on the TV, and it's a list of captains, or potential captains, that this person who published it believes should become the captains of their captain-less teams, at least at the time. Eichel, that's a good choice. Tavares, arguably a good choice. He was given an A, but Matthews wasn't. Stastny, arguably a good choice. Williams, correct actually. He became the captain of the Hurricanes earlier this week. Andrew Ladd, maybe. Shattenkirk, also a maybe. And then Oliver Ekman-Larsson, yeah, that's a very good choice. But for the Vancouver Canucks, the selected player has been Ben Hutton. And the overwhelming response from Vancouver Canucks fans looking at this was just, okay, who the hell is this? Why is Ben Hutton the guy that this guy thinks should be the captain of the Canucks? Some of the replies on Twitter include, hey, at least he got the initials right. Obviously BH standing for Bo Horvat, but I digress. I wanted to use this as a little bit of an opportunity to talk about Ben Hutton today, because the preseason game yesterday against Edmonton just concluded, and they're playing another game today. I don't know if Hutton's playing in this one against Calgary's C team, basically, because the rest of the team is in China. But Ben Hutton is a guy who has all the expectations placed upon him in the world. I've talked about this a little bit, but now that we're looking at Ben Hutton on the ice, after his intense, heavy summer, wherein he put all his focus towards being better and working out because Travis Green told him, yeah, you're not in shape. That really put Ben Hutton into a position where he is now today one of the most fit players on the team in comparison to what they were last year. Hutton has gone through a really tough summer, spending a lot of time working out with guys like Claude Giroux in Ontario. Apparently he made the 2-hour trip to Ontario like 3 or 4 times a week. Something like that, they said on the Sportsnet broadcast yesterday. But Hutton in the game last night, I believe that he was honestly pretty darn good. Of course, there was a thing that led to a goal later on in the game, but for the most part, Ben Hutton was one of the more reliable and fun to watch players out there on the ice. He gained a little bit more confidence, and he had a little bit of a better time being himself and taking things easy. Remember, one of the biggest things that I put on my expectations for Ben Hutton video was him being able to make plays. And just being able to do that in a consistent fashion. Because last year, he overthought things quite a bit. He kind of lost his edge. And it wasn't a good showing for Ben Hutton in the most previous season. Which is why I said that this upcoming year was an opportunity for him to slow the game down, take things at his own pace, and truly acknowledge the entire environment surrounding him. Because if he plays the same game this year that he did last year, where he was cautious, trying to make a lot of fancy plays, trying to do spectacular things out there on the ice to no avail, it just wouldn't suffice. And for sure, you could say, yeah, his not being in shape status of his body, that played a part in it. And that's certainly an argument that you could make, which means that it's really good that he actually did tone himself up and lost some more body fat. Ben Hutton is in a position where he's not really going to be the captain. I think that's kind of obvious here. NHL Network, what are you even doing? But he is on his way up, and I'm really looking forward to seeing if he'll be able to bounce back to that rookie Ben Hutton state, back when he was 22 years old and fresh out of college playing for the Canucks. Back when he was able to shock the league as one of the best under-23 defensemen. And back when he won the Canucks Defenseman of the Year award. If that Ben Hutton is still in Ben Hutton today, then I'm really looking forward to the rest of this season. But of course, he's not captain material now, is he? Bo Horvat exists for a reason, man. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Plus, you can Gaming, and bye.